Hi, and welcome to the S.L.B show. I'm your host, Stephen Lee Benson, and remember, the more you know, the more you can grow, the more you can do. And I'm going to take a little sidetrack of AA and, vices and everything. I'm reading a little bit of How to Find Purpose, okay? And I came across this one quote by Charles H. Spurgeon. He was a minister in England, I believe. Correct me if I'm wrong in the comment section. I know very little about this guy, but I do know that I believe, and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong about this guy, but I think he wrote a few books, and one of his quotes was, "I'd rather be around a bunch of sinners than a person who owns slaves." Variation thereof of that quote. I can't quote it precisely because I can't remember it, but it went that way somewhat. So, but here's one quote from him: "Underneath each trouble, there is faith. There is a faithful purpose." And from day to day life, from day to day things that take place, you may have a lot of issues. You may have a lot of problems. You may have, for example, the IRS after you for thousands of dollars. You may have friends and family that is in some kind of severe vice or not. You have, financial issues, physical issues. Things just aren't going right. Your car has 4 flat tires, whatever have you. At the end of the day, there's a purpose for it. And you have to find that purpose. People can't just point it out to you and go, "This is why you're going through X, Y, and Z." You have to find everything out on your own. Pardon me. But basically, that's what's going on. I mean, you have to find out there is a purpose to what you're going through. There's a purpose for what I'm going through. Do I like it? No. I'd prefer to be in a mansion, doing YouTube videos all day. That would be great. Or on a sailboat, casting away on the coast somewhere. But I'm not getting that. I don't have that. I would like a lot of things, but be grateful for what you have and work on what's going on now. And that's the whole point of this. And that is, there is a reason why you're going through certain situations in life. It's going to make you better. It's going to make you more resilient. I know people that are going through divorces. I know people that literally are not allowed to see their kids, male and female. So it's just not a male thing. It's not a female thing. It's a human thing. And relationships sour. Sometimes they never brought back. And that's a part of life where you're going to literally have to shelve that and move forward. Is it easier said than done? Sure. A lot of life is about easier said than done. And I realize that I'm not here to try to make it sound easy, effortless, that you can forgive and move forward and not worry about a thing. No, I'm not saying that, but what I am saying is there's a reason for things to take place. Maybe it's to fortify you for something that's going to take place later on in life. And if you don't go through this, you won't see the end result of what's going to take place in the future. And that's the thing that you have to kind of look at too in life, is that it's not going to be roses all the time. There's going to be ebbs and flows of life, which leads me to another quote in this book by D.L. Moody. "Take courage, walk in the wilderness today and in the promised land tomorrow." And then you could have the wilderness a year from now. You can have the promised land 2 years from now. You can. It's an ebb and flow of life, folks. Think of it like this. Let's take a look at history, okay, real quick. We all know who David Hasselhoff is, right? Knight Rider, Mitch from Baywatch, he's David Hasselhoff, sometimes also the guy that was under the influence and was, I never watched the hamburger video, but something about a hamburger, I don't know. It's whatever, okay? But with all his successes that he's had in life, he's had setbacks. Everybody has setbacks. And let's look at the historical background of this too. The David Hasselhoff. Where was he when the Berlin Wall fell? At the Berlin Wall, singing Freedom in one of his songs, right? While he was doing that, what was going on in East Germany at the time, probably? Chances are. One, Vladimir Putin, KGB agent at the time. What was he doing? He was trying to make sure nobody overtook the KGB bureau office. And he told a few white lies. And while he was doing that, he was trying to call the Kremlin. The Kremlin in Moscow was not communicating back to him. And he was pretty much abandoned. And he's trying to burn as many documents as possible because if things came out, it'd be quite eye-opening and quite damning probably towards what used to be the Soviet Union. So you have one guy that is singing about freedom on the Berlin Wall on one side, and on the other side, you're having a guy that's having a bad day from hell. Okay? So let that sink in for a few moments with y'all. Okay? I mean, and then take a look at a few years later, David Hasselhoff has a few ebb and flows in life. Success, downs and lows and everything in between. You take a look at Vladimir Putin. He did the same thing. He was lost for a while. The Soviet Union, the system he swore to uphold and lived and died by, fell. His whole ideology just crumbled. And where is he at now? Technically president for life for Russia. Let's just be honest, okay? Let's call out the pink elephant in the room, okay? The president for life, Vlad. So sad for Vlad, but don't be too sad for too long for Vlad. He's former KGB, once KGB, technically though, is always going to be KGB, dear comrade. Yep. So, with that being said, he's had ebbs and flows. He had military fiascos in Chechnya, I believe. When your own forces are shooting down your own planes, not a good day for you. Hence why they've actually upgraded a lot of their systems. But that's exactly my point. When you're dealing with ebbs and flows, chaos and turmoil, there will be a promised land. There will be grass and sunshine and a rainbow on the other side. And then sometimes that whole picture will go away and you're back in the wilderness again. And so take all that in consideration. And understand this, Rome wasn't built in a day. So you will probably go through some more trials and tribulations. You will go through heartache and misery. But eventually, there's sunshine at the other side. There's a rainbow waiting for you on the other side. There's peace and tranquility. And throughout these times that you're going through that are turbulent, find that epicenter inside your life, inside your heart, that's peace and tranquility. Let your temple, which is your body, be the safe refuge for yourself. And that's the only pearl of wisdom I've got, if you can call it that. Sure, if you do. If not, that's cool too. Everybody has their own opinion. And here at this channel, we respect that. And so, like I said, like, subscribe, and share. Help me help you so we can help others. And I hope you all have a great day, and talk to you soon, and take care. Thank you.